Let's see how well this goes. How the fuck does cinnamon taste like vomit? I got cinnamon syrup and I was really excited about it, but it tastes like fucking vomit. How the fuck does cinnamon taste like vomit? Okay. We have an HP up. 4 damage is not bad. Here, great isn't too bad. This isn't a bad run. Or start of one. Our speed though is atrocious. I don't like starting with less than 1 speed, or the starting Isaac speed. Give me that heart, please. Oh, I stabbed myself to go through a door. Oh no. Okay. Well, it's not too bad. I should also probably move where I'm at, so that way you can actually see my items on the right. Yeah, hold on, let me do that real quick. Let me move me around a little bit. Let me move a couple things around. Okay, we're gonna hide the boss. We're gonna move me right over here in the bottom corner. I know it just feels all types of wrong. We'll leave the follow and sub thing there. Oh god, it's so weird. I'm down in the bottom corner, guys. This feels wrong. Can I be down here? I could be right down here. It's not too bad. Nowhere seems proper. Just dragging me around the screen. No, I'm just gonna leave me where I was at. Fuck it. You don't need to know what I have. I need to know what I have. That's all that matters. And Night, maybe they just vomited in there, or maybe you got Bean Boozled with syrups. You know, maybe they have a syrup, like, is this syrup cinnamon or vomit? And you were unlucky enough to get the vomit syrup. You think other companies would actually profit off of that other than like jelly beans? Because I honestly don't know anyone that actually buys and genuinely enjoys jelly beans as is. The only time I'll ever see anyone get jelly beans is for the Bean Boozles or like something like that. Like, that's atrocious and makes for content. Otherwise, no one fucking likes jelly beans. They're colored wax. That's all it is. Please don't make me think about drinking vomit. I won't. Ew, jelly beans. I know, jelly beans are jelly babies. Jelly babies are different than jelly beans though. Talk about jelly beans. I never really cared for jelly beans, and I never understood everyone. I don't want to deal with this room. Everyone being like so ecstatic about them, like when I was younger. I get it, maybe because we're a bunch of kids that just wanted sugar. Oh, I like both those. I will first take this, and then I'm gonna blow this up. So we already did the donation machine, so no one needs to know about that. The Bean Boozle toothpaste flavor is my favorite. You like one of the ones that's supposed to be bad flavored? That's weird. If you ask me, that's a little weird. But, you know, each their own. Ooh. Okay, okay, hold on. Before we decide everything, let us actually go and get our item. Rubber cement? Yeah, I'll take that. We have 3 keys. I'd like to get those other 2, but I'd much rather have the car battery, so that way we can flush twice. Always flush twice. You never know what may have been left behind. And we can actually get the bomb, so we can get those other 2. Starburst jelly beans, though. Aren't those, are they jelly beans that are flavored like Starburst? At that point, why not just get Starbursts? Like, honestly. Haunch is the first boss. I don't approve of this. But, you know, it is what it is. Can you get away from me, please? So I can fight your mother. I would like... Oh, God. I wish... Can you not touch me, please? Thank you. Actually, getting that TNT to go off there was perfect, and I was honestly expecting that not to work as well as it did. I wasn't expecting any of this to work out as well as it did, so... Both the light blue jelly beans in there are good. Toothpaste or blueberry? Well, but I'm talking about who, if you have all these different candies to choose from, who really just goes, you know what, jelly beans, that's my shit right there. I would like to eat flavored wax. Damage is always good. Don't get me wrong. There are some candies and stuff that I eat that I'm sure someone's like, Manny, why the fuck are you eating that? That's fucking disgusting. You're a weirdo, you're a creep. But I've never heard anyone in my life say that they enjoy jelly beans. Hell, I've even heard some people say that they enjoy candy corn. And for me personally, like candy corn, I get why the hate is behind it, but a couple pieces of candy corn, I think it'd be pretty good. Reese's all the way. Hell yeah. Reese's are always gonna be great. Not me. I would eat normal wax. Do not tempt me. See, the only time I've eaten wax was those, not sure if you can if anyone remembers these candies. And I think they are still around, but they're like these soda pop like candies. Nope, I don't want to deal with you. And they were filled with like a sweet liquid or juice or whatever. And they're in a wax like soda bottle looking thing, and you could chew on the wax, and that's what I would do. I would sit there and just chew on wax. I also enjoy jelly beans. This is 2 people now that are enjoying jelly beans. What the fuck? Am I in the wrong? I have a cavity and I'm sure I will die from it. Am I missing the other things here? No. I love candy in general. Okay, yeah. Candy in general can be good. I'm not a huge fan of sweets. I would much rather have Crack the Light or Crack the Sky. This is a great boss killer. And I would really also love to get the item in the shop. But I don't think that is a dream for us today. Yeah, it's not going to be a dream for us today. Yes, I like the sour kind. Eat the top, spit, and drink. Repeat. Exactly. Or just shove the whole thing in your mouth and don't be a coward. I'll take your health. I do not want either of those for my health. We'll go deal with the angel, because we have to fight Mega Satan anyways. Sweets hurt my stomach. Hold on, we're gonna go back for the curse room really quick. Sweets hurt my stomach. Now best I can do is soda, and even then I gotta take it slow. I can eat sweets, and I'll eat sweets even though I have like a couple of small cavities, or my teeth just don't do all sweets anymore and they hurt afterwards, which I'm assuming is cavities. But I'll still eat them. I just, oh god, no, get away from me, troll bomb. Oh god, that was a waste of a heart. Okay. I just prefer having savory foods. I'll drink sweets, like sodas and mixed cocktails. Oh, we got a fly. That's good. I actually like having a fly buddy flying around me. Off we go. I don't know if we're gonna make boss rush, but there's always a chance. We're doing it. And that was worth it just for the spirit hearts. As long as I don't fuck this up and take a lot of stupid damage, which is very much something I just do. Quick change of subject. Binding of Isaac seems fun but difficult. Yes, it's also a bit more difficult for me because when you first started off, it's not as difficult as this, but after a certain point, more unlocks and successful runs, it becomes more difficult. And yeah, it's definitely not a game that's meant to be easy. It's made by the same creator of Super Meat Boy, Edmund McMillen, who he makes games that are like, I guess you're gonna, I don't want the spider, please. Thank you. I guess in a way can make games that are like the indie Dark Souls. But then again, the indie of Dark Soul analogy is used a lot for any type of game. God damn it. Like, you always hear the Dark Souls of this, the Dark Souls of that. It's become its own catalyst of its own rite of passage of a game. And they usually use that not to describe like gameplay style, but just to describe, hey, this game is hard. So we're gonna compare it to Dark Souls. But yes, Isaac is, oh god, don't touch me. Isaac's a hard game, but it's super fun. And I think what makes it so hard is not necessarily the game itself being difficult, because gameplay is very simple and you could definitely master a lot of it. It's just RNG, oh fuck yeah, restock. RNG just not working in your favor. Because that's what a lot of this game comes down to, is just RNGesus. And if you have not paid tribute and gone to church, RNGesus is going to leave you with the sinners. So make sure you repent for repentance. I don't even know what I'm saying half this time. I'm just blabbering on. That's kind of what I do with everything. It's also kind of like a lot of indie games have that same sort of like classic like SNES and NES difficulty, because games back then also weren't very big or long games. They were just meant to be difficult, so that way it took a lot longer to actually complete them. And these games, while still being the big games, try to hold on to that same type of difficulty. I'd say Hollow Knight is the closest thing to Dark Souls without being Dark Souls, in the way that you lose all your money when you die and you can reclaim it after, and in fact it is hard. That is fair. I do see what you're saying with that point. Oh god damn it. With Isaac, if you die, you have to completely restart, because it is a roguelite type of game. So no, I don't want to deal with any of this, thank you. I already went to shop. And also, ooh, technology. I don't know how, oh, actually it doesn't fuck us up that much. I much would have rathered something else, but laser tears are not too bad in this case. But yeah, Hollow Knight I have not beaten, or actually not beaten, I have just not played Hollow Knight. Roguelite sounds better than a roguelite. Now there is a difference between the two though. A roguelike is, you know, games that are just going to be constantly restart when you die and everything has to be restarted and whatnot. Roguelite has elements of roguelites in there, but they're not the main focus. There is a slight difference between the two. Oh, yes. Very minor things. I don't know exactly what the comparisons. The husk. Like I said, ignore the monster girls because this is not actually how the enemies look. I just got mods that make them into monster girls. Why? Because monster girls, okay? And nothing anyone can say or do will stop me. Ooh, Roid Rage. I like speed and range. That works. Honestly, it makes it better. It really does. And whoever made that mod for the monster girls, they put in a lot of effort into it, and they look great as well. Curse Room, we'll come to that later. Honestly, I would like an item that was new in this game. At first, I was like, meh, what's the point of having this item? It kind of seemed pointless. But I eventually, and it's actually grown on me a lot, is Dreamcatcher. And you find it, like, I think only in the shops, and what it does is during those little cutscenes in between levels, it will show you what your treasure room item is going to be. Secret room? Nope, damn it. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to try and get my treasure. No, stay away from me, please. I do not like bad touch. Bad touch! Like, I'm going to check my treasure room anyways, what's the point of it? But I realized later how ignorant I was to state that, because you have planetarium chances, and those increase based off of not going to your item room at all. So if I already know, hey, this is an item I don't want or don't like. Oh, god damn it, I lost my bone heart because of you. God damn it, I wanted to keep that. Well, I may as well go to the curse room now then. But then, like with that, I can easily just skip my item room and hope that I get something good. Something's wrong. Okay, those are neither pills that are helpful nor bad. May as well pop the 2 clubs now. I really wish I had a little bit more speed than 1.2. I feel like I'm just going very slowly here. And while our run is not too bad, I would like to just be a little bit stronger. A little more damage or tiers up, maybe? Maybe less items that are just zane or fun. And more items. Oh, that's actually really good. I'm sorry, game, for being so picky and demanding. You have been giving me good items and good stuff, and I've just been bitching. I have been complaining over nothing. Also, since the laser is bouncing back, does it hit the targets twice? I don't think so, because even though it does piercing, it is not doing tick damage, so it shouldn't be hitting the hitting the enemies twice. Or maybe it is tick damage, so it doesn't matter if it's hitting it twice. Are the lasers tick damage? Anyways, so yesterday, after I finished stream, I decided I wanted to lay in bed, and I was playing Guardian Tales on my phone, as I do. But, oh god damn it, I did not mean to activate my item. Oh, there's a tinted rock. I was laying in bed watching YouTube and stuff, and I watched a video on YouTube. It was like a 30-minute long video about bowling. Oh god, no, fuck off all of you. And like the science behind bowling, and I don't know why it intrigued me so much. Bowling's a boring sport to watch and to play. I mean, okay, it's not too bad to play, it's gonna be entertaining and fun, but watching professional bowling is definitely not on my list of top sports to watch. In fact, I don't like watching sports. Ooh, what are you? I don't even know what you do. Luck up, I feel protected. You know what? I'm okay with that. I like my luck stat. But they were talking about how, like, the history of bowling, how it started. Apparently, bowling was only used with 9 pins, and it changed to 10 pins because it was deemed as a gambling sport. So they like, hey, let's add 1 more pin, and it's a completely different game. We're not gambling anymore. As well as, apparently the lanes are greased up or oiled up and whatnot, and that's actually really important to the bowler, depending on how much it's greased up, where the grease patterns and streaks are at. I really don't like the laser against these things. I wish I knew it was a laser, and I probably wouldn't have picked it up, but you know, here we are. Oh, god damn it. As well as every single bowling ball is different, because unless it's like at a bowling alley, because then they just get standard bowling balls, but like the professionals, they have different shape weights in there, like where the bottom side of it will be way more heavy than the top side, so that way it rolls different and it fits their type of rolling. I don't know, I just found it interesting. It's such a stupid thing to be fascinated by, but I just sat there and I watched the whole thing. Ah, fuck me. If it wasn't for those stupid flies that suck out my energy, I could have easily killed this boss. But no, they had to be like, hey, I see you got some energy that left in you. Can we suckle it out a little bit? No deal again? This is like what, 2, 3 floors without a deal? I don't play Isaac too much, and it makes it kind of hard to commentate on other than, hey, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm gonna go over here. That's a good item. So I try to talk about other shit, and unless you guys like find me annoying, like, hey, Manny, can you just shut up? I don't want to hear you. I just want to watch the gameplay. I mean, I can completely understand that. I sometimes am talking to myself and like, hey, Manny, you need to shut up. I'm like, you know what, Manny, you're right. You make valid points. We'll just shut up and keep playing God of War. Because that's just more understandable to just focus on that and not just talk to myself. Man, shut up. Many, hold on. Many, shut up. I don't want to hear you. I just want to listen to the gameplay. All right, Knight. I don't know who Many is. But I know there are some times when you guys, oh my god, can I stop taking stupid damage, please? Especially during games that are like more cutscene derivative, story derivative, I guess would be the right word, right phrase to use. And I'm just talking, and I'm sure someone out there is just like, hey, why are you talking? I have no idea what the fuck they're saying. Great, I just lost the entire plot of the story. I didn't know her uncle's brother was the accountant that planned this trap all along. He's the one that sold you out. I would have known this if you just shut the fuck up for 5 seconds. Fuck right off with that. Hey, my job is to read the chat directly. I read the chat, okay? You can't be mad at me. I mean, you can, but I will not claim responsibility for it. You can blame me all you want. I will not accept responsibility. That is not my child. That is just another woman who says I'm her lover. I'm gonna take a couple of these spirit hearts. And give me something good. Another fly. A fly that, God, I hate this item. Like, not even as a joke, like, the only reason I ever picked this item up, Lost Fly, is just so I can have another step towards the Beelzebub transformation. Other than that, it literally just goes around the border of the room. It's such a useless fucking item. Secret room? Oh, yeah. Item in the chest, please. Bomb and 2 coins is alright. I don't know, I wasn't feeling Fallout tonight, but maybe we'll play some Fallout tonight. Depends. I've been going to bed a lot earlier, and by going to bed a lot earlier, I mean I've been going to sleep at like 2 in the morning, and then waking up back up at like 5 or 6, and then staying up all day. And I think part of it is because I've been taking better care of myself, and my body's like, hold on, what are you doing? And my body's been having a panic attack. Like, this is not normal for us. Why are you taking good care of yourself? Stop that. Is that the Elotus man I hear right now? Well, I thought I heard the Elotus man. I love that dude. Or if it's his wife that's running the cart today. They just drive around in their car and they go between the couple of mobile home parks every couple hours with snacks, Elotes, and whatnot. God damn, is it so good. Compared to like other street vendor prices or like restaurants that have elotes, or if you go to conventions that have an elote stand, it's a lot cheaper to them, and my god, it's so much better. Any authentic Mexican food is just so much fucking better. Like other, you know what, Dark Bum, that's fine. I respect that. Other places I've had with authentic and, you know, fake cuisines, I'm just like, you know what, it's not too far off. There's definitely a huge difference in taste. But when it comes to Mexican cuisine specifically, it is definitely a huge, there is a vast difference. You can definitely tell that someone has fucked it up when it comes to American Mexican food. You know what, fuck it, we'll take Spirit of the Night. And you know what, I want to be spooky. It's spooky season after all. Like my roommate, Lord, he is Mexican and his family lives right across the street from us. I think I've told this story before, but they were celebrating someone's birthday or they're just celebrating something. And they made some tacos for us from cow stomach. Oh my god, it was some of the best I've ever had. It was so fucking good. And you know what? Taking both these items was not a bad choice. Now that I was looking at it, it's not the greatest items we could have had, but you know what? Light and making things afraid of us when they get too close is pretty good. That and his parents also make this hot salsa that is more of like a chili oil, as they call it, and whenever they make it, and it's so good. When they first made it, they warned us like, hey, this is hot, and I'm like, I'll trust your opinion then. And I tried it, and it was definitely spicy. It had some good kick to it. And I'm just piling onto my tacos, and they're like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. Like, you're just piling that on there. You're gonna eat all that? I'm like, fuck yeah, I am. And they didn't believe me at first until I actually went and devoured the whole thing. Because I'm a man that appreciates spice. I appreciate the culture of spice. Actually, no, let's go shop. Mom's key is actually great to have right now. Thank you. I'm just gonna spend the rest of my money on parts. So we haven't gotten very many. Damage's gone up a little bit. I'm trying to think of other stuff I've done recently. I mean, today I saw the movie Malignant with Harley, and honestly, it was not what I was expecting. I was expecting an entirely different movie. That's not to say it was bad. I actually very much enjoyed the movie. I was expecting it, since, you know, a James Wan type movie. What the fuck is this? Orphan socks, speed up, and my feet feel stronger. I don't know what that means. Maybe that means I could have walked over spikes, but you know what? Speed up is more important to me. But it was not the type of movie I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be like a straight up horror movie, because it was directed by James Wan, and James Wan, being one of my favorite directors, mostly has done horror. He's done a couple. I think he did Aquaman, the good one. One of the few good DC films that was really good, or for him being a horror director doing an action movie, it turned out phenomenal. But I've been following his stuff since the Saw movies, because I've seen pretty much all of his works. The Saw movies, Insidious, Dead Silence, and I love all of his movies. They're great. But this one, it was not what I was expecting, because it was advertised as kind of like a horror movie. But it came out as more of like a sci-fi thriller cult movie, almost. It was really good. I do recommend it if you're into that kind of genre, or just like James Wan's films. but it was definitely different because it was. Where do we need to go? It doesn't matter. We're going to go up then to the Polaroid. Can I play you a few times? Oh, that's right. We have the Polaroid, so we get invincibility. I would love Little Horn. I will take that, and just so we can have permanent invincibility when getting hit, take that. Just take that. Get rid of it. The whole story of it is there's like a series of murders going on, and main character, she sees the murderer commit the murders while she's at home or wherever, and she's kind of taken it to, let's just take care of the Emperor right now. Like kind of teleported to the place in a way, but she can't do anything to stop the murder because it's kind of like a vision that she has. Very interesting. That'd be great with this Brimstone. Just so I don't have to worry about lasers maybe hitting their target. I will take Death Touch. And since we have the silver dollar, even though we could just finish this level, let's go find our shop. I don't need that anymore. Our damage is looking pretty nice. I will say that for sure. What else is new? Oh god. Eyeballs. And fuck right off. Gold membership. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. Piggy bank. Don't mind if I do. Have you guys seen any new movies lately that you're like, hey, this is pretty good, you should check it out? If so, let me know. Down in the comments below. No, we don't have that going on. We do have a full map now, and we're not going to see a curse room until next, or second curse room to next floor, so may as well just continue on. I want to see Venom 2. I also want to see Venom 2. I haven't seen the first one. I've seen a lot of clips of it, and it looks phenomenal. But seeing the commercials and when they showed Carnage off, I lost my shit. Because of a lot of the superheroes that I used to love growing up, Spider-Man I think was my favorite. I had a bunch of these Spider-Man animated series stuff, a lot of Spider-Man merch, as well as Transformers. I love the classic Transformers. Once again, also had I had a bunch of the toys. I had a lot of the animated show stuff. I had the fucking Giant Planet, I forgot his fucking name. The Giant Planet Transformer. But yeah, Venom 2 with Carnage, when they showed that off, I lost my shit. It looks phenomenal. Kind of like with the Spider-Man No Way Home, when they showed off Doc Ock, and the Doc Ock specifically from the older Spider-Man movies, I lost it with him coming out of the smoke. Hello, Peter. With Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. That's what it was. I just name that Spider-Man. It was fucking great. I was astounded. I was amazed, and I've not been this hyped for a superhero or just movie in general for a while. I knew he was coming since the end of the first movie, but see him nicely made it orgasmic. Are you talking about Venom right there? Because Carnage in the second Venom movie. It makes sense since they are making a Venom movie. And I wonder if they're going to expand on the other three symbiotes since they have Venom and Carnage here. Finally, a fucking tears up. Holy shit. Carnage. Okay, yeah. I wonder if they're going to expand on the other symbiotes now. But yeah, I agree. It makes sense to have Carnage since they had a Venom movie, and a Venom movie that did well. Which also, I wonder if Marvel is going to have Venom show up in the Avenger movies and whatnot, because I know canonically in both the animated series and comics, Spider-Man and Venom have fought side by side at times. They don't like to, but they do. So I wonder if they're gonna pull some shit like that. I was also talking with Lord the other day, and I was saying that since this is a Spider-Man multiverse movie that's coming out, it wouldn't be too much of a surprise for them to use this movie to bring in Spider-Gwen or Gwen Stacy, as well as Miles Morales. Or they could also use this, they might be using this to introduce a brand new Spider-Man and replace Tom Holland. Because as far as I know, they also, I think they stated that this was going to be the last major Spider-Man movie that Tom Holland was going to star in. I'll take the school bag. Yeah, school bag's nice. Ooh, yeah, I want the gift. Ooh, it's also a fucking great app. Chaos! Chaos. Do I want chaos? Do I want chaos to reign? The answer is yes. I want chaos to reign. Let's just pop this. Ooh, I don't think it's gonna really do anything for us unless we have red hearts. So we'll just take it. Marvel is killing it this year. Marvel usually kills it. When it comes to superhero stuff, Marvel definitely kills it over DC. We've had a discussion about this on stream before. Usually I was drunk as shit. Hold on. If I take... Hold on. Let me blow this up a few times just to get the Satanic Bible. If I pop it, if I use it, do I actually get the hearts? Or are they going to go straight into... whatever this item's called. I forgot what it's fucking called. My theory is that opening up the multiverse will also unlock these Sony verses, so Tom Holland falls into Sony's multiverse, which is Venom and Mobius. That is an interesting thing, bringing in Mobius, but that would also mean starting to introduce Marvel not Marvel, fucking, give me this one. Albaster's Box is what it's called. Okay, yeah, that goes directly into the thing. Okay, we're gonna hold on to these two together. But bringing in X-Men into the Marvel movies, which I would love to see. But that'll also mean, and I really hope they would do it, bring in Deadpool into the Avenger movies. And I would love to see Deadpool in one Avenger movie. And just because I would love to see him trying his best to be Deadpool, you know, be self-aware, and he knows that they are in a movie that's PG-13, which is only allowed one F-bomb. Deadpool is now part of the MCU. I don't think he is officially part of it. He has not been officially introduced into the MCU yet. As a mainstay character, I mean. He has been introduced in the Wolverine Origins, as well as, which we don't really talk about. It was kind of a bad movie. Other than it gave Ryan Reynolds a chance to first play Deadpool before anyone else could. But as I was saying, bring Deadpool in, knowing it's a PG-13 movie, knowing they only get to have one F-bomb, and he's holding it the entire movie to like use it at the perfect time, and then someone else in the Avengers uses it, and Deadpool just loses his shit and starts yelling at them like, "What the fuck are you like?" Or not the. What are you doing? We only get one F-bomb and you took it from me. That was mine. And then just storm off, and that's all we see of Deadpool for the rest of the Avengers. That would be like one of the best things to do for him. He's trying so hard. He's trying to be such a good boy. Save it for the perfect moment and someone else steals his thunder. But just having Deadpool at all, like, show up Disney owns rights to X-Men and Fantastic Four since earlier this year, I do believe. They've owned the rights for them for a few years now, not just since this year, for quite a while. And these things all just fuck off? Okay. But they haven't introduced them as MCU characters. When did Disney buy X-Men? Because X-Men was owned by Sony. I don't think we can get any more of this, so let's pop this. Just a shitty Pokeball? Okay. That was a waste. A perfectly good item. You didn't give me shit. Was it because I took devil items? I'm sorry, game. I like my deal with the devils, especially when I'm not getting any fucking deals with the angels, and my item rooms are trash. Disney acquired 20th Century Fox, made a new deal with Sony, and now the X-Men and Fantastic Four and Spider-Man will be part of the same Marvel Cinematic Universe. 2019 of March. Okay, yeah, like I said, it's been a few years. And I think Deadpool 2 came out before that, didn't it? Yeah. Deadpool is now officially a Disney princess. But regardless, I do want to see... Can I capture you? No? Okay. I'm just gonna kill myself instead, I guess. I want to see more of the X-Men and Deadpool as official MCU characters introduced into the MCU. Because they've been part of Sony and been their own entity, and they haven't really mingled together. Right before the pandemic, which fucked things up. The pandemic definitely fucked a lot of things up, but at the same time, as I've been saying to a lot of friends and whatnot, even though the pandemic really definitely put a damper on things, it definitely gave a lot of people opportunities to do some things that they wanted to do that they never had an opportunity to before. As well as in terms of like musicians, a lot of musicians, since being stuck at home, they've had nothing to do but write. And let me just say, some of the stuff that's already been coming out by other artists have been fucking incredible. So while, yes, the pandemic definitely brought a lot of bad things, and it's been a hard year for a lot of people, there has also been a lot of good that came out of this year. I would not have started streaming if it wasn't for the pandemic. And streaming and editing videos for like YouTube, TikTok, and other stuff like that has been a goal of mine that I want to do for such a long time, but I never really found the drive to do it, I guess would be the right way to put it. I've kind of felt like, you know, I'm too busy, what's the point, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I started doing this during the pandemic, and like, you know what, I'm bored, I have nothing else going on, I'm stuck at home, may as well start streaming. And it's turned out to be a lot of fun and something I can actually work towards. Like, hey, you know, this is plausible. And, you know, of course, me, when I'm saying, like, you know, how I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything, that's like, you know, the doubts in my mind that are talking, saying, hey, you're not good enough. But you know what, fuck you, doubts, and me talking to me, I am good enough for me, and that's all that matters. So don't let your, what's our rules? Chubb dislikes smokes, thank you. Don't let your memes be dreams, kids, is what I'm saying. If you want something, even like, honestly, a lot of the times before picking this up, a lot of me complaining was exactly that. It was just me complaining. It was me coming up with excuses. And the only excuse for me not doing any of the streaming or other stuff I wanted to do was I was holding myself back. And you shouldn't let you shouldn't hold yourself back. You shouldn't let anyone hold you back. I am also now realizing I held myself back by not keeping the Crack the Sky. We also didn't make Delirium. which is one of the things we wanted to do on this run. We're not even gonna make Mega Satan. We're just gonna have a fun run for the rest of this, I guess. Maybe, or sorry, Hush. We might be able to make Delirium with, if we beat Blue Baby and we get a portal, or if we beat Isaac here and we get a portal. But I don't think we'll be strong enough to fight Delirium, even if we get a portal here with Isaac. Ow, that kind of hurt Isaac a little bit. See, there's the fucking portal. I want to go through it. It's what we need to do, but I don't feel like we're strong enough. I think we should just go through the last floor and hope for the best. It's the same here. Yeah, and you recently started picking up streaming as well, didn't you, Aetherius? I'm gonna take Red Candle over that. This is good. Apple, will that give us, that's just gonna give us Tears Up, which is actually really good. Look at our lasers. Yeah, it's given a lot of people, like I said, the opportunity to, ow, you are an asshole and I would like you both to just fuck off, please. Fuck off. Off is the direction you should both be fucking. I hate the adversaries so much. It's always like, I'm having a good run, especially when I'm playing as like the Lost, and they just show up. They're like, hey, I'm here to ruin your entire fucking day. I'm about to ruin this whole man's career. But yeah, like I said, despite everything, I've heard a lot of people like also say that, oh man, this year has been really hard and it's been one of the worst years ever. And I'm like, well, what have you done? Like, oh, well, I picked up these things I want to do and I got to finally do this sort of stuff. And it's like the way they talk about it, even though it was overall kind of a shitty year, they talk about it in almost a positive light. I've been playing with some friends and been enjoying it. Hell yeah. That's the best way to start streaming right there, is to just start playing with some friends. Ow. We have plenty of health. One little hit like that is not going to put too much of a damper on our mood. A Guppy Collar. I mean, we have no other Guppy items. Is this... No, that's not spun yet. We only have one item. But yeah, I've been like seeing a lot of friends make progress with their own hobbies and their own businesses and stuff that they've been wanting to do, and it's been made me super proud of them. And I want to see more people doing the things that they love. That's why I always encourage people, like when anyone asks me, hey, I want to do this thing, what should I do? I just tell them, like, just fucking do it. And they're like, well, what about? I'm like, no what ifs, just do it. Why did you enable emote only and then turn it off? Was that a slip of the fingers right there? Cockatoo. What? You need to give me some context there. Come on, War. Come into my puddle of holy water. Or you can just get lasered. You know, I should play this. Wonder if we'll get anything good from it. Oh, you know, it can explode after a couple times. That's fine too. Turdlings. Turdlings. Ow. Why do I keep taking stupid damage? Cock a 2. I know, I realize, I understand, I know what a cockatoo is. What I'm trying to understand is why you said cockatoo. This is one of those times I'm actually also happy that we have the lasers, because the piercing is always fucking great. And not having piercing shots in times like this really makes it more difficult. But at the same time, having the piercing can make it difficult, because then you'll have a lot of the envy, ow, like that. They just come out of nowhere. Burb. Yes, burb. It is a burb. I need to stop playing sloppy and figure out what is going on. Give me... I'll take contract. Kind of late for that, especially not having Guppy's tail. Kind of puts a damper on all this. Also seems like the fire didn't really do much to them. Gotta go back in 45 if you're still on Lurk. Thank you very much for the Lurk Knight. I should still be on. Hopefully. After we play some Isaac, maybe we'll do another run. Maybe we'll do something else. You know, the world is our oyster. And I am the pearl. Don't ask me to explain what that means, because I don't know what that means. I just assume you would all make sense of it. Like, I streamed some Phasmo earlier and joined some people and made their day, even followed and added me. Yeah, I think that's how we also kind of stumbled across each other, Atheris, is that I just kind of like rated you playing some horror game. I want to say it was Phasmo, and we played together, and hell, the times we have played together have been a lot of fun. And this is what I'm saying, even though the year has been shit, we've all kind of been there for each other and like supporting each other more than before, as well as actually having opportunities to do what people want to do and people love. Now, that's not the case for everyone, of course. I know this has been like some of the absolute worst years, and nothing worse could have happened to them. I'm not saying it's been a perfect year for everyone. I rated you after playing Escape the... Oh yeah, that's right, I was playing Escape the Iwaki. Because I think we're having like an anniversary stream, or we're having some kind of celebration too. Because we streamed like 8 hours that day. I don't remember what the celebration was for, because honestly that was a while ago, but yeah, I do remember that. Did you ever eventually play Escape the Iwaki? Because I know you're like watching it, or you just finished playing it, didn't you? And I was just starting it. Come on, Blue Baby. That's some stupid damage, but it's okay. We can take some stupid damage here. We are strong. We are powerful. We have lots of health, and we can maybe do this. Come on, please. We'll just kind of stay back a little bit, so that way we stop taking stupid damage. Ow, okay. Come on. Come on, can you die? Please? Almost? There we go. And no portal here. Well, we didn't get any of the things that we wanted to get done, but hey, we got a successful run there.